Hey there, friends. Meteorologist Shane Smith here with you. It is Sunday, September 14th, 2025, and let's get you ready for the week ahead in Kentucky weather. We are starting off tonight with a few isolated thunderstorms out in far western Kentucky, west of Land Between the Lakes. Paducah and Murray seeing some showers and thunderstorm action this evening. That has been mainly out in far western Kentucky. A few of those a little bit on the heavier side with some isolated pockets of heavy rain. But overall, not too bad and not too much rain out there this weekend. High pressure has been remaining in control of our weather for the last couple of days, and we will continue to see that high pressure dominate the story for most of the week. Although we are going to slowly start to ramp up those rain chances, and we're also going to ramp up those temperatures as we go later into the week. So let's take a look. Excuse me. Still fighting those fall allergies. Let's take a look at the week ahead, and you will see on the European model, it was tracking those isolated showers dissipating overnight. We start off Monday with some patchy fog, and as we go into the afternoon, one or two pop-up showers after lunchtime, especially in the Cumberland Valley. I don't think it's going to be a washout by any stretch of the imagination, but a renegade thunderstorm or two can't be ruled out. Tuesday, similar story, mostly sunny, slight chance of an isolated afternoon storm. Wednesday, a slightly better chance. We could get a little system coming in off the East Coast. The European model, not as aggressive on the rain chances with its latest run. Some of the earlier runs, a little more aggressive. And then as we go into Thursday and Friday, right now looking like we are going to stay mainly dry up until about Saturday. And that's when our next weather maker should dive in from the west. And that will carry us on into Sunday with some scattered storm chances. Okay, let's talk temperatures going into the new work week. We wake up into the low 60s in eastern Kentucky on Monday morning. We go into the low 70s in western Kentucky. By the afternoon, mid 80s from I 75 east, low 90s I 65 west. So it's going to be a tale of two halves of the state. And that's going to be a similar story throughout most of the week. We take you on into Tuesday. We wake up low to mid 60s in central and eastern Kentucky, near 70 western Kentucky. Humidity is going to be a little higher over there. The temperature is also going to be a little warmer. They will likely make a run at the upper 80s and low 90s. Tuesday, trying to see a little more cloud cover in eastern Kentucky coming off that East Coast storm. If that happens, that may hold those temperatures back a bit. So Tuesday looking kind of like a partly cloudy kind of day. We go into Wednesday, pretty warm overall, mid to upper 80s for most of the state. Few scattered storms out there, potential from that East Coast system. And then as we go into Thursday, once again, near 90 western Kentucky, mid to upper 80s eastern Kentucky, and that's going to be a similar story on Friday. I think Friday would end up being the warmest day of the week. Most of the state making a run close to 90 by that day. And then I think as we see those thunderstorms break out on Saturday, that'll begin to knock some of those temperatures down. And that actually could turn into the beginning of a little bit of a weather pattern. The latest run of the European model only goes out 7 days, but we can click back on the previous version, take that out a little farther into the future, and you're noticing more rain chances starting to show up in the forecast as we go into the week after. That would be Chicken Festival week across the area. For those folks watching from London, you know how big the Chicken Festival is. We may see a few more thunderstorms that week. In fact, let's go ahead and switch over to the 6 to 10 day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. It's showing a overall pretty good chance of above average temperatures for the 6 to 10 day window going into next week. And then as far as the precipitation goes, looking a little bit above average precipitation wise, which isn't saying much. September is typically one of our drier months, but we'll take any precipitation we can get to help fight off those growing drought conditions. Okay, here's the 10-day forecast from the GFS model. You know, it's not looking as aggressive as it was on Friday. The last time I joined you, it was showing 90s for most of the week. It's backed off that idea a little bit, but still mid to upper 80s in London and Western Kentucky. I think you will see your 90s. Places like Paducah and Bowling Green likely going to be at or near 90 for most of the week ahead. Then as we go into the week after, I think we'll see more fluctuations as we get a couple storm systems rolling in and the pattern looks to turn a little bit more active by the end of the month. Okay, that's going to do it for me. I'll have probably a quick update coming up sometime on your Monday. And as always, if you find value in what we're doing here on my Facebook and YouTube channels, be sure to hit that like or subscribe button. It helps out a lot. And share the content. Right now, we're in kind of more of a little bit of a quieter period. But as things pick back up, folks will definitely be more interested in the weather. And I am always happy to talk Kentucky weather with anyone who's willing to listen. All right, that's going to do it for tonight. Until next time, friends, I'm Meteorologist Shane Smith. Take care, stay weather aware, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye, y'all.